crashed my first car by swerving side to side on the highway. First you ask, that will be touched upon later. It's still a fresh wound, especially since four of the people were inside the car with me. This event was the most memorable in a bad way this past year, so I thought it would be good filler for a speed paint. Well, what was the process, you might ask? I will just try and set the scene. The morning after my birthday, where I became a bit more legal and shaved my head bald, we all huddled up into my car to return back to our city. One minor red flag is that the tire pressure wasn't checked and it wasn't increased, whereas the weight inside the car went up by around 400 kilograms or more, which is like four people, five people, including me, their stuff, my stuff. So when we had just taken off, another warning was the fact that I asked my friend to hold my wheel as I took off my jacket because I was too warm. Let me just say, I was really confident in my driving skills back then. Yeah. And then after all of this, like way after the crash happened, she does like to reference this as the moment she should have known that day will not end well. Moving on, before the crash, there was a potential crash where I was distracted by a fox on the highway as the cars in front almost hit each other and me. Why the fuck was I staring at the fox? Well, it was at like the exit or the entrance of the highway, and I just looked at it for 1 second, but the cars that were coming from the side were panicked by the fox and obviously weren't driving straight, so I was immediately told to lock in. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, okay. But then we were like halfway through to our destination as we were going 110 kilometers per hour in my little Skoda. I had the bright idea to turn the wheel side to side. The result was a tire exploding and us doing involuntary donuts in the middle of, of the two-lane highway. During one spin, I hit the fence on the left, while the other, I finally took control of the car and parked it at the side. By the way, the tire that exploded was the back left one. No one is injured, but now here come the what ifs. We could have flown to the right side, which is a terrible fate considering we were on an Eastern European overpass and we easily could have just fallen off the road. Two, a truck could have been passing by and not have had enough time to brake. Three, well, in a similar fashion, a car could have been at the left when the first spin happened. Well, after the incident, we waited for an hour for help to arrive, and I had to return this to the city we had just left with a dent in the car's ass. My friend came to help. He brought most of my friends, well, by the way, all of them are like my course mates, and he took most of them to the train station, but the one that was most affected by my actions, and yes, this crash was my fault. I shouldn't have done that, and everyone knows that. It's fine. Um, but yeah, the one most affected had to sit in front in the same car the incident just happened because my friend just couldn't fit all the people into his car. So it was a very quiet drive to the train station. But yeah, everyone in the car was left with emotional scars, and I have yet to atone. They will not trust me as a driver for a while, or maybe forever, but it makes sense. I wouldn't either. I myself have a hard time being behind the wheel, and the feeling that the wheel might explode is always on my mind. The damage of the car was too steep. The cost would have been larger than the car itself, so we decided to just sell it and buy a shittier fucking car 3 months after. And by shitty, I mean that 2 days after I bought it, the engine indicator turned on, and the seller is not replying to me. So I will just get it fixed, but the anxiety of driving, of just something potentially happening, is crazy. Like, if I wasn't the only driver in my family, or if I wouldn't be living between two cities, one where I study and one where my family is, I generally would just give up on cars. But yeah, what did we learn? I cannot be trusted with vehicles.